Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your general reading for September 17th to October 17th. First, I'd like to thank Mother Sustainer, Father Creator, and of course, my beautiful ancestors. Now, what you see laid before you is the Heart of the Matter spread. This is the opening guidance for your general reading. The first message of your opening guidance in Heart of the Matter is 21, Consumer, are you full yet? It says, do you have enough shoes? Have you collected enough hearts? Trust, whatever the consumption is, at some point it becomes unhealthy. Many of us are collecting sorrows and pains compulsively, becoming gluttons for punishment. And so, filling our lives with a collection of things that do not fulfill or sustain us beyond the short term, leaving us with a bunch of receipt band-aids. It would do us good to go on a cold turkey purge, take a small hiatus from whatever compulsive collection we have. In this time, journaling would be nice, or even a nice herbal salt bath, and meditative sessions in order to fill yourself up with a true sense of wholeness until your cup runneth over. Now, the second message is from the Romance Angels. And this is, stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking, faith will bring you romance. So this is saying that if you are having trouble in your life, that in your love life, that, if you cut out your negative thoughts, that will allow you to raise your vibration and in turn bring in the better things that you're wanting. Lastly, we have the Sea Beacon Fairy. Guidance, but where will it lead you? And this is from the Shadow and Light deck. And it says, guidance, where will it lead you? Sometimes a clear path is laid before you, but are you sure who's guiding you? What this is really speaking of is that when the Sea Beacon's Fairy appears, it is telling you that you might be at a crossroad and you're getting someone who comes into your life and it seems like they're showing you a path that is going to lead you to success, but it could lead you to your destruction. So it is best to go with your own internal guide, your own internal compass at this time, because you never know if what they're saying is true. It may look good on the surface, but end up to be your detriment. Now, to start out your reading, I asked, how will Scorpios be represented in the time frame of September 17th to October 17th, and I received the moon. When I clarified that, I received the Devil and the Five of Pentacles. Now, I asked what was the emotions behind this, and I received falling in love, and to clarify that, I received the healing, the Star card, which is to me the healing card. To clarify that, I asked about the intentions, and I received service and perseverance. Now, I wanted to clarify these two, and I got the Seven of Cups and the Nine of Wands. This is the first because I got another set that also came out, but we'll deal with this one first. So in the time frame of September 17th to October 17th, Scorpios, there's going to be a lot of things hidden, or you're going to be hiding a lot of things. This is also a card representing the water signs. So it's very much in your element. And being that you are, to me, the master of the deep things, this is a perfect card to represent you. Now, I don't know if what is hidden from you or what you're hiding is toxic energies and leaving those alone, you know, because your emotions is healing of a love connection. Whether this says falling in love, kissing the divine in another or in yourself. So I don't know if so far this is looking like you're trying to heal this, whether it's with a connection with you or someone else. Now the intention of this is service. So you have many options in which that you can be of service. But your perseverance in these issues, you know, you have that one last fight in you. So keep those in mind, and we'll get into the next set of energies. Also came out was the 4 of fire, which stands for stability, you know, the home. It says a content, peaceful, and abundance, a happy home life, the success and completion of a project. To clarify, that was the 5 of Cups. So now I'm beginning to think that you're having problems, you know, in your home life. You know, something has got you crying over spilled milk. And I don't know if it's these devil energies that has you feeling left out in the cold, you know, that are hidden from you. And the emotions was transparency. So now that we are seeing that you are coming to terms and seeing. I clarified this now. I got the Knight of Swords. So you're getting some fast communication from either a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or just someone who is passionately coming in to start drama. This is my drama card. This is my, I'm coming in and I'm going to give you a piece of my mind. Now the intention was discovery and facade. So now, as we see, like, being that your house is being disturbed, you know, it has you crying over spilled milk because of the transparency of this argument that you're having. You've discovered someone's facade. You know, this card also speaks of someone who was in like a soulmate experience, who he loved Petunia, but Petunia wasn't able to love him back. No matter how much he persevered and was of service, it just wasn't able. You know, so maybe that's why you're going to be falling in love with yourself and doing the healing work that's necessary. Now, to clarify this, we had the Empress and the 6 of Cups. You know, and I mean, when you see this, it looks wonderful because it's like the Empress, you know, she embodies the new beginnings, the abundance, you know, the stuff here. But the cards, you have to think about the cards that are surrounding the other cards. You know, so this is you wanting a new beginning with someone from your past. You know, or you could discover that someone is pregnant, or maybe you discover that you're pregnant from someone from your past. You know, but when we saw the facade and I clarified this, I got the Magician in reverse. So now it definitely, there's trouble here. In the time frame of September 17th to October 17th, you're really going to be going through some things. You know, because this person is very manipulative. You know, you have to think about this one right here, riding in. You're finally getting the transparency that you need from the things that were hidden from you. That's causing a great argument because this person is manipulating you and wearing a facade. And we know that facades, they look beautiful, but what facades are very thin. They crumble under the greatest pressure. not even the greatest. They just crumble under pressure. It cannot be kept up, you know. So we're going to go in and see what problems you're going to have. But those cards are how you're represented in the month of, not the month, in the time frame. Now these cards are the problem is release. We'll just do it the same way because 2 sets of cards came out. And the King of Cups. So you're going to be having, this is your card. This is the Death card. This is the release card. So this card is representing you, Scorpio. So you're going to be having problems releasing this King of Cups or the love that you have for somebody. Because also, again, no matter, okay, male or female, doesn't really matter. These are energies. This is somebody who is fully in, wants and looking for and needing a committed relationship. This is not a person who plays games. You know, he's in his upright. All around him, you know, the fish, the ships going out. He has firm standing on his emotions, you know, and his intuition is there. So you're going to have a problem releasing the love that you have for someone. Now, the emotions behind that was Yamaya. You know, this card, Yamaya speaks of, you know, she is a goddess of abundance and of healing. So you're going to have problems releasing this because remember that you're trying to heal a relationship, wanting a new beginning with someone from your past, you know? Or if this speaks of pregnancy, this could be a problem for you. You know, maybe it's an unexpected pregnancy. But children are always a blessing, no matter the circumstances that they come. It just, that certain circumstances brings additional worries and problems. But they're always a blessing. Now, to clarifying that is working on the intentions behind it was trickery and 4 of Pentacles. So as you can see, the cards being laid before you this is part of your problem. I'm going to lay out the others. And it was the King of Fire with the clarifying of the 5 of Swords. Time and Tide. And these had 2 clarifiers, and this was messages. So we'll stop right there. I don't know if I can get the others. Well, let's not. Okay. So as we can see from what is laid out now, these are your problems. Is the person that you're dealing with, or maybe this is you, you know, the trickery and the facade, the 5 of Swords, the heartache. And this is something that is happening time and time again. You know, you keep on receiving these hurtful messages. And remember that the Knight of Swords was riding in. And you're holding on. You're holding on to this person's trickery. And this card speaks of both people losing because of this trickery. And your problem is going to be able to release this. You know? And then King of Fire speaks of focus, focus, focus. Communicate with vision. Be a leader. Advice from someone creative. So you're going to have problems to stand in this element because of the one-upmanship. You know, I don't know if you're getting brought in to the devil energies Because when we've been hurt, sometimes we can delve down into the lower energies. I know I've been guilty of it many times until I had to learn different. So, you know, we can dive really low into these lower energies because it soothes the ego, but it ruins the soul. So, there was the card victim, you know, and 6 of Wands and 4 of Wands. Now you got to remember that the 4 of Wands came out earlier with what you represented with the 5 of Cups, crying over spilled milk. But I'm thinking that this is saying now that if you can get over this heartache and do away with this petty back and forth, you know, petty Betty, if you can do away with this and let go of the victim mentality, or stop allowing someone to come to you with this victim mentality, you can gain your success. You know, you can get the stability that you're so wanting in the time frame. Now, we're going to go into the helpful energies. Now, the helpful energies is the 9 of water. So it says your wishes coming true. Concerns fade away. A love of life. So now if you can get over these energies, and somebody putting up a facade, you know, the manipulator, if you can get over those energies, you know, and move out of this victim mentality, or not allowing someone to play the victim in your life, and can come into a wish fulfillment, finding what is your passion, you can get the success that you're looking for and the stability. Yes. There you are again. These are both your energies. You know, the 9 of water, water element, the Queen of Cups, water element again. Now, being that what we saw before is that you're having trouble with love, so I really don't think it's time for you to pursue another person. If you feel you're ready, then by all means. I'm not one to say when a person is and is not ready, but according to the reading, this most definitely is talking about self-love. And most of the readings that I've been doing for September has been dealing with that. You know, and being that Saturn is going direct tomorrow, I think it's time that we deal with these issues. And these readings have been urging like the purge and the self-love. Okay. The emotions behind this was honor the masculine, which I found hilarious, according to the reading. But unless you are a male, then please do honor yourself. But not only, you know, this is talking about self-love, and this is talking about honoring the masculine, embracing the divine. So we all have to know that we have both feminine and masculine energies. So this is telling me in order to get your wish fulfillment, you're going to have to balance out both your divine feminine and your divine masculine energies. Because when I clarified, I received the 2 of Pentacles, which is someone who is juggling. So when I received this now, it made me think that maybe you're juggling between your self-love and honoring this masculine person who's in your life, who is the manipulator, who has you feeling like a victim, who's wearing a facade, who only gives heartache, who's filled with trickery and one-upmanship, right? So when I get the Two of Pentacles, I like to find out what are the two options that you're juggling. Two of Swords, Two of Wands, that's me. I like to find out what these two things are. So to clarify, the first pentacle was the Empress. Again, now that's 3 Empress cards. So, but this one to me, being that it falls in your helpful energies, I'm thinking that this definitely is stepping into your Empress stance. To fall into your Empress energies by uniting these two energies, your divine feminine and your divine masculine within yourself to bring you to your Empress stance. Now, what was the other one? I got 3 of Pentacles and the Devil. Do you see how this reading is coming together? That you're juggling, which, being that this is on the higher one right now, you know, this is where you're leading to, but you're still have your eyes on this Devil energy. You know, I say these things, the Devil energies are the things that smell good, feel good, look good, and taste good, but they end up hurting us in the end. So you're still juggling on deciding whether you're going to step into your Empress stance or you're going to keep working with this Devil. The intention behind it was grief. Oh. This card always tugs at my heartstrings because I could just feel her sadness, you know? I could just feel it. Even though there's a dove here that shows hope, you know, and an elevated spirit, it still just tugs at my heartstrings. And it did even worse for you because the grief was over your Two of Cups. So this is definitely saying that you're having grief over this Two of Cups. You can't swallow your grief. You're going to have to cry your tears. You're going to have to mourn whatever this was for you. You're going to have to mourn it. Because that's the only way you're going to get to this dove energies of the elevated spirit. Now let's get to your outcome. Oh, wow. Okay, for your outcome, we got the Queen of Earth. There you go. Man or woman, that is, oh yeah. I love the Queen of Earth. That's thoughtful, creative, warm, sensible. It says make time for those around you. Take a sensible approach. Deal with challenges in a kind and understanding manner. You know, I always say that this Queen of Earth, if you look at her pot of gold, she's casting out her pentacles to go far and wide. And when those pentacles reach wherever they're going to reach, they also are going to be multiplying and producing another pot of gold. Because this one is a shrewd businesswoman. To clarify this, 4 of Wands. Now you tell me, come on. Come on. Right now is a time for you to focus on your bag. It's a time to focus on the bag. So you can get to the stability that you've been wanting. I mean, like this has came out 3 times. You know, so whatever situation that you're having, time and tide, awareness, contemplation, solitude, time alone. And to clarify, 10 of Pentacles. I'm telling you, this reading is so beautiful because if you could just get to your wish fulfillment, you know, by getting rid of those lower energies and not putting up with these, you know, don't work with this. Get here. You know, the Empress is abundant in all things. The intentions behind it, release. Again with the Death card. And to clarify, that was the Lovers. Can this reading be any more clear, Scorpio? I know it is hard because sometimes we fall really hard, you know? So I know it's hard, and I'm definitely not one to tell you that it's going to be the easiest thing to do, but what I can tell you by this reading, it is the best thing for you to do. Whew, okay. Well, Scorpio, I hope you liked your video and your reading. Before we go, though, I have some closing guidance for you. And first comes from the Sacred Vision. This is, I think, one of my favorite decks. I just love this. Look at this card. You know, look how beautifully illustrated this guy is. I think, I can never remember his first name, but his last name is Taylor. When I say beautifully illustrated, and the message is 12, which is 3 again. New beginnings, the Empress card all over. In the Black-Hearted Oracle, to open it, it was 21, which was a 3, new beginnings. Empress was all the way through your video. Okay, sorry, I'm babbling on. It says, wrap an invisible cloak of love. Oh, sorry, let's start over. Wrap an invisible cloak of love around you and share your kind words with all. Take care in the words that you speak and choose, for they build your body and they build your life form. Feel the gentle wind that works your words of love to shape your life into beauty. All cultures and faith speaks of angels, messengers, guiding spirits, all subversive to the Creator. Those voices are heard in your thoughts, but manifest most profoundly in your heart. Again, where is it? Oh, Lord. Okay, yeah, sorry. Again, the 9 of Cups. You know, your wishes come true, concerns fade away, a love of life. So speak life and not death into your life, Scorpio. Now, this is from the Goddess Guidance, and this is Mau, Mother Earth. It says, you are called upon this time to help with environmentalism. So if you're having a trouble letting go of, you know, this toxic relationship or these toxic energies, then maybe helping out with environmentalism, you know, helping Mother Nature, Mother Sustainer, you'll be able to help yourself. And from the fairy, messages from the fairies, this is practice, practice, practice. With daily practice, you can polish your skills and talents and increase your confidence. So again, I mean, this is saying work on your bag. So if you have a passion, which, happens to be the Earth Magic message, passion. So if you have a passion, it would be great at this time to definitely practice it. You know, you could really, really do yourself some good. Sorry, I'm trying to get to, but this card speaks of how we think that passion are just these devil energies, but it's not. You know, it's this, you know, it's that spark, it's the creative, it's the Queen of Wands energies. It's the thing that bubbles up from the inside of our bellies, and you know, it's that drive to make us get up, and even though we're not getting paid for it right away, we still want to do it because it gives us such joy and love. Now, I thank you so much for joining me. Now, I hope that you find your higher self in the quiet places, and may Ma'at hold you in all your graces. Ashe.